Knowing how common car flipping shows are on today's television, it's no wonder that many of those come and go all the time. Even if some of them are so successful that they're ingrained in the entertainment culture for good, a lot of others enjoy brief fame before being forgotten after their inevitable cancellation. Well, it's up to the audience to decide in which aforementioned category Dallas Car Sharks belongs to. It's undeniable that the series' popularity gained its cast quite a huge following during the 3 seasons it aired. However, is that fame enough to keep the car dealers afloat business-wise? What did life have in store for memorable cast members, such as Tommy Spagnola? If you also have these questions, then keep with us as we tell you all about the whereabouts of Tommy and some other stars of Dallas Car Sharks. Since he left Dallas Car Sharks in the 2nd season, Tommy Spagnola has been away from the spotlight far too long. Not only has his Instagram account been inactive since 2014, but also the fact that his Facebook page has barely been updated in recent years makes it extremely difficult to update his whereabouts. Nonetheless, it's confirmed that he's still married to his longtime wife Denise, with whom he welcomed their 4th grandchild in 2020. However, while most of Tommy's personal life is in secrecy, a couple of details regarding his professional life are easy to guess thanks to social media. For starters, his Texas Motor Cars business is still active these days, with Tommy still in charge. At the same time, the company is headquarters for Tommy's brother's own car dealership, Mr. Car Guys, also specialized in buying and selling trucks. While these details might not suffice for those who would like to see Tommy again on TV, it's a relief to see life has been treating him well. Apparently spending time roaming his private boat in Bahamian waters, or simply enjoying life fishing with his family. For those who are loyal viewers of Dallas Car Sharks, the name Texas Motor Cars surely rings a bell. As seen during the several times the shop was featured in the show, it was clear that its staff was ruthless when it came to dealing with cars, especially in the case of owner Tommy Spagnola. However, our TV screens usually only let us see a small part of what Texas Motor Cars actually was. According to the company's website, the early death of Tommy's father left him without much financial support, but with enough determination to accomplish his dreams. At only 16 years old, Tommy established his own car dealership with the help of a bank loan and countless hours of hard work. At the same time that Tommy was building a business from the ground up, he was pursuing his passion for drag racing. Though it's unknown if he ever raced professionally, it's unquestionable that his love for cars goes deeper than thought. On the other hand, while establishing his own company at such a young age, and with little help from his family, Tommy did well to actually convert Texas Motorsports into a family business. Nowadays, the Spagnolas not only own said car dealership, but a real estate business as well. Now that you know Tommy Spagnola is safe and sound, and as successful as ever, you might also be wondering what happened to the rest of the Dallas Car Sharks cast. Back when Dallas Car Sharks' 2nd season dropped in 2014, fans were surprised to see Frank Cortez becoming one of the show's main car dealers, a spot he kept until its cancellation in the following year. That being said, Frank's career didn't stop growing then. Nowadays, his company Earth Motor Cars is one successful luxury car dealer in Dallas, offering its clientele a wide variety of autos for sale, starting with the classic and most exotic models. As a means to promote the business, in 2020, Earth Motor Cars launched a YouTube channel, which offers its audience exclusive content and clips of their car inventory. However, while their profile on said video platform still has a long way to grow, it seems that everything is going well for Frank's business. Regarding his personal life, in July 2022, his mother passed away, as he announced in a heartfelt Facebook post. "My mom was the poster child for a perfect mother. She is with my father now in heaven, in perfect health, and with her brother and sisters," he wrote. However, further details about his family or romantic life he keeps in secrecy. When it came to preserving the family business, Martha Davis and her son J.D. Cole were surely the biggest experts. For her part, Martha learned the art of car dealership from her father, and the basics of negotiation from her brother, passing down that knowledge to her son J.D. Cole when the right time came. At only 15 years old, Martha started working with her father, Charlie Davis, in his car dealership. soon learning how the sounds and smells of a car were primary in order to know a car. But as she told Dallas News in 2013, she still had a lot of other things to find out herself. But the perseverance as far as being a woman in it was something I had to learn on my own. Her efforts as a businesswoman in a man's field eventually paid off, and in 1984 Martha finally established her business, MSM Automotive, which focuses on selling affordable cars for women and teens. So by the time she debuted in Dallas Car Sharks, she had over 3 decades of experience behind her. Meanwhile, finding his place in the business was simpler for her son JD. At 16 years old, he helped out his mother to prepare her businesses to sell cars. Just like that, setting his path without even realizing it. Fast forward a couple of decades, they were competing against each other to make the best bidding deals without losing their personal bond, surely teaching all of us what having a family business truly means. However, it didn't really matter that mother and son worked in the same field, as they made sure that their businesses were separate. As seen in the Dallas Car Sharks appearances, Martha's company MSM Automotive offered its clientele all types of affordable cars, especially family vans. Meanwhile, JD's business, Third Gen Automotive, was clearly more into the classics, whether those were trucks or fast cars, on top of offering mechanic services. Although Martha and JD's businesses worked well during the time they were in the show, it was apparently not long-lasting. As seen on Third Gen Automotive's website, the business is no longer active, though it's unknown if he joined another company or left the automotive field altogether. Meanwhile, Martha's MSM Automotive seems to be as successful as ever. Regarding their personal life, in 2022, Martha and her husband Mark Saporito hit their 29th wedding anniversary landmark. For his part, JD underwent hernia surgery in the same year, but apparently recovered well from that. All in all, the family is doing well despite the couple of difficulties they have been through. As one of the Dallas Car Sharks cast members who actually appeared in the series for as long as it ran, Ash Rabaugh surely became one of the most popular car dealers in the show, despite studying biochemistry at the University of Illinois. Ash's passion for cars and his business skills took him to Tampa in the mid-2000s, there establishing his business Tampa Bay Motor Works. Thanks to the fast-paced growth of his company, in 2011 Ash established a second location in Dallas, known very well as Dallas Car Sharks. That being said, since the show's end in 2015, Ash has established another location in Florida, where he apparently lives nowadays. While Ash has been through some tough times, with the passing of his son Gabriel in 2016, his social media also tells us that he's a dedicated family man, often praising the accomplishments of his kids on social media and taking them on special vacations all around the world. Ash hasn't appeared on TV since Dallas Car Sharks, but by the looks of it, he doesn't miss the show that much anyway. Unlike the rest of the cast, Andy Dunning wasn't a car dealer, but the show's favorite auctioneer. Through his business, Texas Lone Star Auto Auction, Andy was on the front of some of the most difficult car bidding deeds out there. While not a lot was said about Andy during his Dallas Car Sharks appearances, his professional background includes winning 1997's International Auctioneer Championship at 26 years old, becoming the youngest person to ever do so. 4 years later, he founded his company in partnership with his father and brother, growing the business from the ground up to the point of making it on TV. However, it seems that either Andy sold his business or changed its name since the show's end. Nowadays, he's president of Dealers Auction Exchange and has opened locations all around Texas, Missouri, and Florida. While he's nowhere mentioned on the website of the company currently known as Texas Lone Star Auto Auctions. Andy apparently hasn't appeared in any other TV show, though, and details about his personal life are unknown. It seems there's no reality show out there which can skip having some type of drama, and it's no different for Dallas Car Sharks. As it happens, in 2014, a man named Bruce Kahn sued AMS Pictures for breach of fiduciary duty, claiming that the company stole his original concept for the show back in 2011. According to court documents, Kahn affirmed having introduced producers Andy Streitfeld and Andy Martin to some of the interesting car dealers in Dallas, and also came up with the name Car Sharks during the show's pre-production period. However, despite being allegedly promised to one of Dallas Car Shark's co-producers, Khan claims that AMS left him out of the project and stated that they wouldn't share profits with him, leaving him no option than to pitch the concept to another company without knowing AMS continued production and ultimately premiered the show. For his part, Streitfeld denied any knowledge of who Khan was, according to the Dallas Morning News. Unfortunately, not a lot was reported about the case afterwards, but it's safe to assume the case was dismissed by the court. Interestingly enough, it's since been revealed that Khan has a long record of filed and dismissed cases in Texas and Nevada. Although Dallas Car Sharks achieved moderate success during its 3-year run on Motor Trend, the show was also subject to some harsh criticism. According to John Kelly from the Washington Post, Dallas Car Sharks, along with some shows from the car-flipping reality TV niche, had the same tired structure repeated every episode, and always with the same overriding conceit. "Oh no, our deadline is coming up. Will we make it?" "They always do," he affirmed. Kelly's review isn't the only instance when the show was strongly criticized. Websites such as hotcars.com claimed, "There is absolutely nothing real about the show," referring to aspects such as the unseen selling process and oversimplification of every restoration featured in Dallas Car Sharks. In the same fashion as the previous review, audiences aren't necessarily fond of the show's execution on screen, and unfortunately, the negative comments led to Dallas Car Sharks being rated with 4.9 points on official sites such as IMDb. Considering the negative public opinion and the lawsuit the show faced in 2014, it wouldn't be far-fetched to assume these factors contributed to Dallas Car Sharks' cancellation in 2015. Nonetheless, whatever the reasons behind the end of Dallas Car Sharks were, at least we could relive some of its most memorable moments by watching the many reruns on Motor Trend. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.